Good afternoon, children. I'm sorry, मैं कुछ दिन गायब हो गया. So today, I will be taking to you to part 2 of the cholesterol metabolism. तो part 1 में हमने देखा how why cholesterol is important, how is it made in our body, and various other factors, its transports, etc. So today we will go down and see the cholesterol that was made in the body, how it is degraded and removed from the body. क्योंकि हम जानते हैं कि cholesterol is not cholesterol, excess of cholesterol is bad for our health. Let us start with cholesterol degradation. आपको पहले भी बताए थे कोलेस्ट्रॉल रिंग स्ट्रक्चर जो है, our body does not have any enzyme or any mechanism जो कि इस कोलेस्ट्रॉल रिंग स्ट्रक्चर को तोड़ के कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड वाटर बनाए. सो व्हाट डज द बॉडी डू? इसका एक तरीका है दैट इट इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू अ कंपाउंड known as bile acids and bile salts, and थोड़ा सा जो है कोलेस्ट्रॉल वो एज कोलेस्ट्रॉल एज एस्टेरिफाइड और नॉन एस्टेरिफाइड, वो एज कोलेस्ट्रॉल ये बाइल के साथ बह के इट इज ट्रांसपोर्टेड इनटू द इंटेस्टाइन एंड फीसिस के साथ जो हम लोग स्टूल पास करते हैं उसके साथ निकल जाता है. नाउ some of the cholesterol that is in the intestine is acted upon by the intestinal bacteria that is present inside the intestine. And this degradation of cholesterol by the intestinal bacteria, the primary compound or the primary isomers that are made are known as coprostanol and cholestanol. And these are actually the reduced derivatives of cholesterol. So the bacteria are able to reduce cholesterol into these two isomers, and together with cholesterol, coprostanol and cholestanol, these three are the bulk of the natural fecal sterols that are usually found in the stool if जब उसका हम लोग जांच करने की जरूरत पड़ती है तो. नाउ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस टू नो अबाउट बाइल एसिड्स एंड बाइल सॉल्ट्स. तो ये जो प्राइमरी बाइल एसिड्स है, तो एक बता दें कि एक प्राइमरी बाइल एसिड है, एक सेकेंडरी बाइल एसिड्स है. तो द प्राइमरी बाइल एसिड्स जो है इसका सिंथेसिस लिवर में होता है एंड इट इज सिंथेसाइज फ्रॉम कोलेस्ट्रॉल. और व्हाट आर द प्राइमरी बाइल एसिड्स? तो प्राइमरी बाइल एसिड्स दो है, एक कोलिक एसिड है, एक चिनोडीऑक्सीकोलिक एसिड है. तो हाउ वुड यू डिफरेंशिएट? व्हाट्स द डिफरेंस? द डिफरेंस इज जस्ट लाइक, क्या बताएं, मुकेश अंबानी एंड अनिल अंबानी. दिस गाय हैज 3 hydroxyl groups, while chenodeoxycholic acid has only 2 hydroxyl groups present inside the molecule. Now, let us see how these two primary bile acids are synthesized inside the liver from cholesterol. So this is just a basic diagram. So this is the starting molecule cholesterol. So I will take you through each and every step of the synthesis of bile salts and bile acids. Okay. So the first and the principal regulatory step जो bile सॉरी, बाइल एसिड का जो रेगुलेटरी स्टेप है, दैट इज द 7 अल्फा हाइड्रोक्सिलेज रिएक्शन ऑफ कोलेस्ट्रॉल। तो ये जो है ये पहला स्टेप है, एंड ये जो 7 अल्फा हाइड्रोक्सिलेज एंजाइम है, इट इज अ माइक्रोसोमल साइटोक्रोम P450 एंजाइम, और इसका नाम जो है, इसको जो डेजिग्नेटेड नाम दिया गया है वो है CYP7A1। और ये जो CYP7A1 जो है, इट इज अ टिपिकल मोनोऑक्सीजनेस, और इसको ऑक्सीजन और NADPH+ चाहिए along with cytochrome P450 एंजाइम। ओके, तो ये जब कोलेस्ट्रॉल हाइड्रोक्सिलेशन करके this forms a compound known as 7 alpha hydroxy cholesterol. Now what happens is that इसके बाद दो रास्ता हो जाता है। एक रास्ता होता है leading to the formation of a compound known as कोलाइल कोएंजाइम A, जिसमें कि मैं आपको बताया एक्स्ट्रा हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप है, और दूसरा जो रास्ता है वो चीनो डीऑक्सी कोलाइल कोएंजाइम है, जिसमें कि ये हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप एट कार्बन 12 इज मिसिंग। देयर इज अनदर पाथवे इनसाइड द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, जिसमें कि कोलेस्ट्रॉल का इंस्टेड ऑफ 7 अल्फा देयर इज अ 27 हाइड्रोक्सिलेशन, और ये जो एंजाइम है P450 स्टेरॉल 27 हाइड्रोक्सिलेज, इसका है CYP27A1, एंड ये जो पहला स्टेप है ये सिग्निफिकेंट प्रोपोर्शन ऑफ प्राइमरी बाइल एसिड का सिंथेसिस होता है। नाउ ये जो कोलाइल कोएंजाइम A और चीनो डीऑक्सी कोलाइल कोएंजाइम A, ये इस तरह से रहता नहीं है। सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज दैट देयर इज conjugation with taurine and glycine, and this conjugation, this takes place inside the liver peroxisomes, and after conjugation what you will get is a primary bile acid taurocholic acid and glycocholic acid in conjugation with glycine. Now इन ह्यूमंस ये जो रेशियो है कि टोरोकोलिक एसिड बनेगा कि ग्लाइकोकोलिक एसिड बनेगा, इज यूजुअली नॉर्मली इन द रेशियो ऑफ ग्लाइसिन टू टोरिन इज 3:1। तो अगर 4 कोलाइल कोएंजाइम में मॉलिक्यूल होगा तो 3 बनेगा ग्लाइकोकोलिक एसिड और 1 बनेगा टोरोकोलिक एसिड। Now inside the bile juice, the pH of the bile is alkaline, that is it will between 7.6 and 8.4। तो इसमें assume किया जाता है कि ये जो bile acids है, इनके जो conjugates हैं, they are in the form of a salt, and that is why we call it as the bile salts. This is what I have just explained to you, say, using the diagram. So I am letting you see this for some time so that it is easy for you to remember. So coming back, so the primary bile acids, when they enter the intestine, they are acted upon by the intestinal bacteria. Cholesterol का अलग है. Now we are talking about the primary bile acids. What happens is that जो intestinal microflora का जो बैक्टीरिया है, ये bile salts को deconjugate कर देता है. That is, they remove the glycine and the taurine molecule from the bile salts. इसके अलावा the bacteria, they can also dehydroxylate, that is, remove the hydroxyl group from carbon 7, and the net result is that you have the formation of what is known as the secondary bile salts. So these secondary bile salts, one is deoxycholic acid from cholic acid and lithocholic acid from chenodeoxycholic acid. So after we have formed the primary and the secondary bile acids, we come to a very important part of this, that is the enterohepatic circulation. Now, enterohepatic circulation is important for our body. It is important for you also, because sometimes you get a full question or a short notes on enterohepatic circulation. So, आगे बढ़ते हैं. So, what happens is that usually जो फैट डाइजेशन का ब्रेकडाउन प्रोडक्ट है, that also includes cholesterol, these are absorbed in the first 100 centimeters of the small intestine. And the primary and secondary bile acids, they are exclusively absorbed inside the ileum. Okay? And when they are absorbed, तो क्या होता है कि 98 to 99% is absorbed back and sent back to the liver through the portal circulation. अब इसमें क्या है? अब इसमें क्या है कि lithocholic acid जो है, because it is insoluble, ये absorb नहीं होता है गट से. So it escapes absorption and is passed out in the stool or feces. Now, only a very small fraction of the bile salts, they escape absorption. कहने का मतलब कि अगर 100 particles of bile salts are excreted through the bile into the intestine, what will happen is that 99 will be reabsorbed and 1 will not be able to be absorbed and it will be eliminated in the feces. मगर ये जो सिर्फ छोटा सा एक टुकड़ा है जो escape कर जाता है reabsorption, this represents बहुत बड़ा एक मेजर पाथवे कोलेस्ट्रॉल को बॉडी से निकालने का. तो इसमें जो फंडामेंटल है क्या कि बॉडी में एक बाइल एसिड पूल है और इसका जो अमाउंट है इज यूजुअली 3 to 5 grams, और ये जो 3 से 5 ग्राम का बाइल एसिड है ये लिवर टू इंटेस्टीन एंड इंटेस्टीन टू लिवर, ये जो साइकिल है ये चलता रहता है. और थोड़ा सा जो रीअब्सॉर्ब नहीं होता है बाइल एसिड्स जो निकल जाता है, उस अमाउंट को लिवर में फिर कोलेस्ट्रॉल को तोड़ के बाइल सॉल्ट्स, बाइल एसिड्स बनते हैं. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज दैट जो एक पार्ट निकल जाता है उसको फिर रिकवर करते हैं ताकि ये जो बॉडी का बाइल एसिड का पूल है ये 305 ग्राम का 3 to 5 grams is maintained, and this is established by a system of feedback control. So the continuous process, ये जो process है secretion of bile salt into the bile, उसके बाद duodenum में गया along with the pancreatic duct into the ampulla of water, second part of the duodenum, जब intestine में गया तो deconjugation होता है, then they are dehydroxylated to secondary bile salts, they are taken up by the ileum and again sent back to the liver. और liver में जो जाता है portal circulation से, it is a mixture of primary and secondary form of the bile salts and bile acids. और ये जो पूरा process है which I have just told you, this is known as the enterohepatic circulation. So let us look at a picture of this enterohepatic circulation. So this is the liver, it is obvious, और this is the intestine starting from the duodenum. So cholesterol broken down, the primary bile acids 3 से 5 gram per day, and this forms the primary bile acids. This primary bile acid, it is conjugated with taurine and glycine to form conjugated bile salts. ये bile duct से आता है intestine में as primary bile salts. इसमें deconjugation होता है intestinal bacteria से. The glycine and taurine are taken up and sent back to the liver. These primary bile salts, they are unconjugated, so they are changed by the bacteria into the secondary bile salts. ये जो सल्फा 7 कार्बन पे जो हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप है उसको हटा देता है. और ये जो secondary bile salts है, this goes back through the portal circulation. The secondary salts and the primary secondary salts जो maximum reabsorbed हुआ, ये फिर conjugate करके निकला, और जो थोड़ा सा escape कर गया, ये जो fecal excretion हुआ primary and secondary का, ये जो निकल गया यहाँ से, उसका फिर resynthesis होके वापस कोलेस्ट्रॉल से बन जाता है. So what happens is that if 0.5 grams per day is converted by cholesterol and the 0.5 per gram per day is escaping through the large intestine in this rectum, so the exactly that amount will be broken down to maintain the primary and secondary bile acid pool. So between 15 to 30 grams of bile salts are secreted from the liver into the duodenum each day, but only 0.5 grams approximately, that is less than 3%, is lost daily in the feces. तो ये जो approximately 0.5 gram per day ये जो synthesized हो रहा है कोलेस्ट्रॉल में, ये कोलेस्ट्रॉल से ब्रेक करके फिर बाइल सॉल्ट, बाइल पिगमेंट बनाता है. At this place, there are certain compounds which are known as the bile acid sequestrants. That is, they sequestrate the bile acids. उसका एक example है cholestyramine. Now, cholestyramine has been used since long to control the cholesterol level, to lower it. So what does it do? It binds the bile salts in the gut and it prevents their reabsorption through the enterohepatic circulation. तो क्या होता है, ये चूंकि कोलेस्टेरामिन ने बाइल सॉल्ट्स को बाइंड करके और ये लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन से होते हुए स्टूल में पास हो गया. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज द enterohepatic circulation is enabled to maintain the bile acid pool. So therefore, what happens? More and more cholesterol is broken down into bile salts. And why? Because ये जो bile acid का synthesis है, ये इसका inhibition हट जाता है. So more cholesterol is broken down. ठीक इसी तरह से when the doctor advises that we should take a lot of dietary fibers in our food. Why? Because ये जो dietary fibers है, ये bile salts को bind करके इसको छोड़ता नहीं है reabsorption के लिए, and it is excreted into the stool. Again, the same picture to just refresh your mind that this is the picture of enterohepatic circulation and how cholestyramine acts by sequestrating the bile salts. And so let us just go back. So you see here that the bile acids, even vitamin C deficiency, this is the enzyme which is the site of regulation. Now with this, we finish the biosynthesis and the breakdown both of cholesterol. You have to understand that cholesterol is a very, very important chapter. Okay. Now we come to why is cholesterol bad? Not cholesterol bad. Without cholesterol, the human body cannot function for a single day. Excess cholesterol is bad. Just like excess of everything is bad, so same with cholesterol. Now, there are two main clinical aspects that we will discuss. One is cholelithiasis, also known as the gallstones, and atherosclerosis and coronary heart disease. तो हम लोग बात करते हैं कोलिलिथियासिस के बारे में. नाउ ये जो बाइल है, बाइल जूस है जो कि गॉल ब्लैडर में रहता है. इसमें कोलेस्ट्रॉल है, उस बाइल जूस में पानी है, बाइल सॉल्ट्स है, अल्कलाइन फॉस्फेटेज है. इसमें एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट फॉस्फोलिपिड है. दिस फॉस्फोलिपिड इज नोन एज फॉस्फेटाइल कोलिन. तो ये जो कोलेस्ट्रॉल जो बाइल जूस में है, बाइल में, you know that cholesterol will be insoluble, लेकिन with phosphatidylcholine and bile salts in proper concentration, the cholesterol is kept in solution in the bile. So all these two things have to be present in optimum amount, plus cholesterol also has to be present in optimum amount, so that all three of them, जो तीनों चीज है, have to be in optimum exact amount, so that cholesterol remains as solution in. और अगर ये process, if this process is disrupted, और जो कोलेस्ट्रॉल जो सॉल्यूशन में है या उसका अमाउंट ज्यादा हो जाए, बाइल सॉल्ट्स कम हो जाए, या फॉस्फेटाइल कोलिन जो है वो कम हो जाए, तो what happens is that cholesterol may precipitate. So what happens if later on when you go into study surgery, you can see a section of a cholesterol stone. If you are interested, you can search on the net. So there is, what we'll see is that there is a center. वो सीड है, वो बिया है जिसके चारों तरफ कोलेस्ट्रॉल का धीरे धीरे कोटिंग हो जाता है. So that बिया is the cholesterol that is precipitated, and this leads to a cholesterol gallstone disease or cholelithiasis. Now जितना भी बाइल स्टोन्स होते हैं उसमें 85% of the cases are due to the presence of cholesterol stones. उसके साथ बिलरुबिन का भी स्टोन हो सकता है या मिक्स स्टोन्स along with other salts. और ये जो कोलिलिथिएसिस है is usually typically caused by the decrease of amount of bile acid in the bile. It can also result from increased secretion of cholesterol in the bile, as seen with the use of a particular group of drugs known as the fibrates. उसका बहुत important example है gemfibrozil, जो कि अभी यूज होता है आज के तारीख में भी to reduce the level of cholesterol and triacyl glycerol or triglycerides in the blood. तो इसका जो साइड इफेक्ट है that is increased incidence of कोलिलिथिएसिस. तो चलिए अब हम लोग जान गए कि गॉल स्टोन्स कैसे बना. So what to do is, these gallstones, they are not good because they are causing a disease of the gallbladder, and the patient has lot of pain and gas निकलता है बहुत. If he eats fatty food, there is not enough bile salts in the intestine to emulsify the fat, because the stones may block the biliary canaliculi. So इसके लिए what happens is that usually when the patient goes to the surgeon, these days we have what is known as the laparoscopic cholecystectomy, जिसमें कि एक छोटा छेद से एक पतला पाइप जिसमें कि मिरर्स हैं, फाइबर ऑप्टिक्स है, कैंची है, everything is inside, and the surgeon is able to remove the gallbladder by just making a small incision. लेकिन there are many patients who are unable to undergo surgery. तो उसमें क्या करते हैं कि they are given chenodeoxycholic acid tablets by mouth, and this supplements the body's supply of bile acids, and this leads to the gradual dissolution of the gallstones. So after cholelithiasis, the most important disease that we can think of जब हम लोग कोलेस्ट्रॉल का बात करते हैं, that is atherosclerosis and coronary heart disease. Serum cholesterol, it is correlated with the high incidence of atherosclerosis and coronary heart disease in the human beings. Atherosclerosis क्या है? It is an inflammatory disease, and it is characterized by the deposition of cholesterol and cholesterol esters from the plasma lipoproteins into the arterial wall, and this is a major cause of heart disease. So for this, you need a very high level of cholesterol, more than 200 to 250 milligram per deciliter. And if anybody has more than 250 milligram per deciliter of serum cholesterol level, then he will be predisposed to, and he will have pakka atherosclerosis in the arterial. So prolonged elevation of the levels of VLDL, IDL, chylomicron remnants or LDL in the blood, they are seen to lead to the premature or severe degree of atherosclerosis. So you can see this is an arterial wall, and the inner side of the artery, this is a deposition of the cholesterol particles, and this is the atherosclerotic plaque and the narrowing of the artery. Now, these conditions will be seen in patients with diabetes mellitus, lipid nephrosis, with hypothyroidism, and various other conditions of hyperlipidemia. Now here, I want to talk about the inverse relationship between HDL concentration and the coronary heart disease. So, if we have a ratio of LDL to HDL cholesterol, so that ratio can tell us whether that person has high or low chance of atherosclerosis. So if somebody has a high HDL level compared to LDL, so what happens is that ratio, that it will be consistent with the function of HDL. हम लोग बाद में पढ़ेंगे that HDL is involved in what is known as reverse cholesterol transport. So high HDL means more cholesterol being removed from the peripheral tissue back to the liver. If there is high LDL, that means the amount of circulating LDL in the blood is high, so there is more chance of atherosclerosis taking place. Now, unlike others in the animal kingdom, we humans are unique in the sense that high cholesterol in our diet, that means if we eat a lot of cholesterol, lot of fatty food, lot of red meat with lot of fats attached, रोज पूड़ी जलेबी खाइएगा, so आपका serum cholesterol बहुत high होगा. And this is unique to us. This thing is not found in any other animal of the kingdom. So with this, I will end part 2 of our cholesterol. In the next class, I will be taking you to the last part. It is a very few slides where we will end. We will try to find out कि किस तरह से हम लोग कोलेस्ट्रॉल का जो लेवल है उसको रेगुलेट करेंगे. Okay, so please study. Remember, don't wait for the teacher. Don't wait for us to tell you something. Prepare for your exams as if it is going to happen in July. We never know. एक सुबह उठोगे, अखबार खोलोगे, देखोगे कि यूनिवर्सिटी ने डेट अनाउंस कर दिया. So please study each and every chapter and be prepared for your exams. So see you in the next class.